Hello guys, this is Hershey aka MyBalkanGaming, and after a couple of months of absence, I finally have time to do some stove videos again. So let's get started. Today we have the first of the new pilot ship reviews. This first one is about the Starfleet Mercury class, which is a tactical variant. So the dramatic flight maneuvers of groups such as Red Squadron have always been a place for pilots at Starfleet Academy to show off their skills. But dramatic maneuvers and quick changes in position aren't always possible at the helm of the massive starships. To find a balance between speed and firepower, these small nimble ships have the power needed to take on even the mighty heralds, but the speed needed to escape danger in an instant. The Mercury class is a Tier 6 tactical-centric variant of the pilot Escort. It features a more balanced console slot configuration and boasts high-ranking tactical bridge officer seats than the other pilot Escort variants. Here is the ship. This is a stock version, and I'm actually liking the design better now when I fly it in person. When I saw it on pictures before the release, it was a little meh looking for me. It's not a standard fat design, it's rather looking like a peregrine fighter and not like a full-fledged ship, but I still like it. But the best thing about the looks is that you can also customize almost anything and combine it with other two fat pilot ships. You pretty much will have endless options. You can also do that with the KDF and Romulan variants. Cryptic really have done a good job on the customization part, like in some of the previous bundles. So what do you guys think of the looks? Do you like the design? Tell me in the comments below. But the biggest news about these ships is the new mechanic. See this little window here? When your engines are not disabled, this bar continuously recharges. So when you are flying, just double tap to strafe to the left and you will make a roll to the left. That also applies to right, forwards and backwards. But when you are standing still, it will not make a roll. It will just strafe to the left. A very good mechanic. It would have been especially great for PvP if it was still alive. But in PvE setting, as this is an escort, it also has a great purpose. Strafing backwards when you want to have your opponent in front of your 5 weapon slots, or moving quickly forwards when you want to avoid a sticky situation. So where can you get these ships? They are available in the C-Store. They have 3 variants per faction and are available in 3 ways. Individually you can buy one for 3000 Zen each. Faction bundles of all 3 variants you can buy at a discount of 6000 Zen each. Or you can buy a super bundle that includes all 3 variants for all 3 factions at a huge discount, 12,000 Zen. But captains who purchase single ships will be unfortunately unable to purchase bundles containing this ship. So if you want more than one, your best bet is to go with one of the bundles. Unfortunately, as I haven't played the game in a while, I could only afford to get this Mercury class. So this ship can be played by Federation captains. You must be at least level 50 to fly it. Let's now talk about some stats of the ship. Base stats are for hull 33,465 at level 50 and 38,800 at level 60. You get a shield modifier on 1.05. You also get a crew of 75. The Mercury class has 7 weapon slots. Amazing, 5 weapon slots in front but only 2 at the back. Honestly, I'm not a fan of this configuration, but that's only my personal preference. Device slots are 2. Base turn rate for this ship is amazing, 20 degrees. So it's nimble like it should be. The same turn rate like the bug ship. You also get plus 10 weapon power and plus 10 engine power. From the Starship ability package for escorts, you get precise weapon systems, tactical maneuvering, enhanced weapon systems, devastating weaponry, and a new Starship trait called Stay on Target. So after you reach level 5 in your Mercury, you will unlock the Stay on Target Starship trait. While this trait is slotted, keeping your current target in your forward 90 degrees arc causes your ship to auto-fire a micro-torpedo every few seconds. In my opinion, this trait is a little subpar in comparison to other Fed traits, and because of that I will probably not use it. There are simple better traits out there, and we have a limited number of trait slots we can use. You also get a new universal console called Micro Projectile Barrage Launcher. So the Mercury comes equipped with this universal console that launches swarms of kinetic missiles against up to 5 foes in 90 degrees arc in front of you for a short period of time. Unlike standard projectiles, these do not need a target, as they will automatically lock on to any target in the arc of fire. Enemies that are hit will be knocked away by the explosion and spun slightly in a random direction. This is actually quite a fun console to use. When you're fully buffed and activate this console, enemies just go boom. After the battle cruisers, these are the second sister ships that have 11 console slots. You have an imposing 5 tactical console slots. You also get 3 engineering console slots and 3 science console slots. For the buff layout, you get 1 Lieutenant Commander Tactical, 1 Commander Tactical / Pilot, 1 Lieutenant Engineering, 1 Lieutenant Science / Pilot, and 1 Lieutenant Universal. I'm liking this layout, really tactically oriented as it should be. You also have 2 hybrid and 1 universal buff stations, so quite versatile. Unfortunately, I haven't had time to properly investigate these new pilot powers, so mostly I'll use buff powers that I already tested extensively. As you can see, I'm using this ship on my Federation Tactical Officer. On this character, which is level 60, I have almost everything maxed out. My choice of weapons are a combination of 4 polar and dual heavy cannons and dual beam bank in front, and a cutting beam and a turret at the back. So with that 4 dual heavies and 1 dual beam bank, I will really have a great front firing power. On the tactical consoles, I have of course 5 fleet Polaron consoles. On the engineering consoles I have 2 fleet neutroniums and a simulated module. And on science I have a universal micro-projectile barrage launcher, a tachykinetic converter, but let's see my buff layout. This time I'm using an aux to dampeners build with 1 matter antimatter specialist off. But as this is a very versatile buff layout, you can really use multitude of builds on this puppy. As you can see on that Lieutenant Universal, I'm using an Engineer Officer with EPTS 1 and aux to dampeners 1. On the Lieutenant Commander Tactical slot, I have Tactical Team 1, Cannon Rapid Fire 1 and Beam Overload 3. On the Commander Tactical / Pilot, I'm using Tactical Team 1, Beam Overload 2, Cannon Rapid Fire 2 and Attack Pattern Omega 3. On the Lieutenant Engineer I have EPTS 1 and aux to dampeners 1. And on the Lieutenant Science / Pilot I'm using a Pilot Officer with hazard meters and the new attack pattern Lambda, which is quite useful. For the personal traits I of course use all of the space ones, and for the space reputation I use these ones here. Let's also see my DOF layout. Quite expensive. And finally, let's test this bad boy in some action. I'll do my standard testing procedure with testing in Infected Space Advance, and in Space Battle Zone and Argala Sector Patrol. You guys enjoy the fight, and I'll tell you my final impressions and a numerical grade for this ship just after all that. If you don't want to stay for the in-game testing, you can jump to the last couple of minutes of the video and check my final impressions, including the grade. So see you guys out there. So in conclusion, this is a good ship, not spectacular but not bad, but a very good solid ship. Let's do a quick recap. First off, it has a new pilot mechanic, which it seems it's very useful. This is the part I'm really liking. Also, for a tactical escort, 20 degrees turn rate and a 5-tech consoles is really imposing. And not to forget a very versatile buff layout. Other than that, again no custom bridge, a really mediocre Starship trait. Fun, but not a universal console that I plan to keep in my console layout. Aside from that, again a new specialization and ships again getting specifically released for that specialization. I'm not liking the direction here at all, as they can now add them forever. For the Mercury class pilot escort, my final verdict is 8.5 out of 10. Guys, what do you think of my verdict and what do you think of the ship itself? Tell me in the comments below. Oh, did I say nuclear vessels? This is it for today. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Hey guys, thank you for watching. Be sure to like and share this video. Follow me on these social sites and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.